almost a year now too, and he's never been better in his whole life. My mom had gastric bypass surgery and it failed, and now she's on carnivore and she's doing great and losing weight. My sister had the lap, or what is it, the what is it, gastric ring or whatever, the lap band, and that failed. And she's like 5'6", 300 pounds, and she's been on carnivore now with me for 4 months and is down 51 pounds and is able to walk again and move. She had terrible arthritis. So yeah, I'm just fed up. I'm just completely fed up to go to my doctor, and I'm 715 plus pounds back then, and they're just fine with my diet back then. That was fine. They wanted to schedule me for bariatric surgery, and thank God, I just didn't believe that God screwed up my design and the doctors needed to cut my stomach out to get it right. I just never believed that. So I didn't go with it. But, now just, almost 11 months later, I guess right at 11 months later, down over 225 pounds, they're worried about my diet. They said, oh, this diet's going to be terrible. It's going to be, you're going to have high cholesterol, you're going to have a high risk of cancer. And they give me all this nonsense, and they're just totally willing to just give me endless prescriptions and cut me open and cut my stomach out. And that's the answer. But just eating the diet that human beings have been on for millions of years is dangerous. Are you kidding me? Something broke inside me that day with these doctors, and I was looking at them going, I'm not the one that's crazy. You're the one that's absolutely out of your mind. You guys are out of your mind. I've never seen anybody in my family get better under your guys' watch. Not once. They've just gotten sicker and died under your watch. And yeah, I take it real personal now. When somebody tells me that this is unhealthy, I'm like, you got to wake up. You are literally brainwashed. And I was right there with you, but never again. And I no longer defend the position. I just go into them because I'm like, show me the evidence. Show me. Are you telling me that you're better off on drugs?
Right.
Yeah.
And by the way, years and years, like if these worked, why do I take them over and over again? And then I still had the issues too. It's
totally. I mean, I had congestive heart failure, lymphedema, diabetes, terrible depression, reactive airway disease, sleep apnea. It's all gone. And I've only been doing this 11 months and it's gone. And I was stuck in a chair for 2.5 years. I couldn't get out of that chair. I couldn't walk. I couldn't stand up for 90 seconds. Wow. I was on oxygen 24/7, completely off oxygen. Since I was 18 years old, my oxygen saturation was 88% or less. Now I'm off oxygen. My oxygen saturation's at 96%, better than I was when I was at 18 years old. Wow. I was 600 pounds when I was 14, and it's just, and I've been seeing dietitians and doctors and specialists, and the best they could do is offer bariatric surgery, drugs, and tell me I needed to see a psychologist for my addiction.
Amazing.
Yeah, I had literally like just crippling depression and anxiety that I had no idea was even part of my diet. And it is, when I tell you it is 100% gone, it is 100% gone. I can't even believe it.
Makes me so happy to hear that, because I've been there, Todd. That was what a lot of those pills were for years and years and years. And not one of those doctors mentioned anything about nutrition or food.
No.
I'm almost at 6 months. Nothing. Not only is the depression, and I have no anxiety whatsoever. And I was the most anxious person before that. But not only that, it's the opposite. My mood is better. Like I have a default smile on my face. I used to have all this tension and anxiety. It's the opposite now.
I know. I know. I've been telling my brother, this sounds vain or whatever, but I like seeing my face in the mirror in the morning now, because I can't tell you what it is, but even when I was lighter, when I was younger, because I've been on a million starvation diets and lost 300 pounds twice in my life and gained it all back and on these yo-yo diets. But even when I was skinnier, my face has never been this alive. And there's just like a light in my eyes. there's something about me now that just exudes health and vibrance that I've
Yeah.
never seen in my life.
The carnivore glow.
It's amazing. It really is. I've been on the fence about making videos and starting a YouTube channel for a while because I've been big all my life. I've avoided the camera. I always hated seeing myself in pictures and stuff. And so this is way out of my wheelhouse. But man, I am so fired up about this because, that's why I called my channel the Carnivore Cure. This is not a diet, it's a cure. It is a cure.
Mm-hmm.
It cures your disease. We're not, this isn't a fad diet. We're not, just addressing symptoms. We are curing the disease with the natural human diet. It's incredible.
It's amazing, man. I love your story. I want to talk to you some more. I'm gonna let some other folks in though. There's a whole bunch of people here, so
Absolutely.
let's let some more in, and then we'll talk a little bit more. And let's see here, Robin, how are you?
Hey guys.
Great to see you again. How you doing?
Good. How are you guys doing?
Wonderful. I'm doing great.
Awesome. I was listening to Todd's story, and oh my God, Todd, I'm resonating with you so much because right now I have a best friend who has MS. My father-in-law has been going in and out of AFib. They want to do an open heart surgery on him in just a few weeks, and I'm scared for him. I'm scared for them.
So
And
maybe I could just jump in 1 second and say, so one of the tricks to my mom's AFib was actually taking, I don't know if this is the same for your father-in-law, but my mom had her gallbladder taken out.
Okay.
And that was one of the problems. So she had to take ox bile, bile salts, vitamin B, non-fortified nutritional yeast, and vitamin B1. And that seemed to be that with a high-fat, animal diet that kicked her out in 3 days. For the first time in 73 days, she came out of AFib, and she hasn't been back in since.
Well, the funny thing about it is that in my family, honestly, they feel that they must have vegetables. It's just like, it's a really hard habit to break, I guess I would say. It's a hard mindset to break. And I understand that because we've all been taught that all of our lives, and my father-in-law, he grew up on a farm. So they farmed all of his young life. And so, they always had vegetables. You have to have vegetables, you can't not have vegetables. So, so it's a really hard mindset to break. But I'm just talking about it and saying you don't have to have vegetables. It's the proper human diet is meat. So you should be eating meat, and they're like, well, we're going to eat, low fat chicken breast, and so it's just a really hard mindset to break. And I'm just so concerned about it because, I don't know, I guess the word, like I said to Kerry, in my community, I feel like the word is really not getting out there broadly enough, which is why I started my channel. And I mean, my channel is small, but thanks to Kerry, it's really growing. But, in my community, this word is not getting out broadly enough. Because even today I was talking to my son and he said, your channel is interesting because you never hear anybody saying, I only eat meat. No one ever says that. And I'm like, but there are people out here who are doing it. But you're right. Nobody's talking about it in my community.
Yeah, I totally agree. My prayer is that, for me and the people that I can't get through, because I understand that, the propaganda, the brainwashing is so set in on some people. But, I tell people, look, you've known me your whole life and this is as healthy as I've ever been. You've worried about me your whole life and you can see the change. And in another 12 months, I should be down over 400 pounds and nobody can deny that,
Right.
nobody. So I'm just going to let that do the talking.
Yeah.
And then I'm not going to justify anything. I'm going to let that do the talking. But when they come at me with all the crazy, all that I ever tell anybody is if the low fat standard American diet whole scheme was working, why is 75% of America overweight or obese and has a metabolic disease and is just on medications. Like that is not the natural human state, and it is bullcrap. You know, it is like if you just back up and get the overview and look at the reality of it, there's no way you can deny that we should go back to eating. You know, only this last 100 years, this is an experiment.
Yeah.
Right.
It's
And
such
the
a
experiment
small amount of time in the grand scheme of things.
Totally.
And look what's happened to everybody. You know, I was talking to Kerry the other day and I said, you know, when you go in the grocery store or when you go anywhere in around town, you can see that we're totally unhealthy. So many, I mean, even skinny people are unhealthy
Yeah.
with the diet that we're eating, you know, and so you can, it's so clear and so obvious that we are, you know, we have metabolic syndrome, you know, we our bodies can't handle all of this sugar and all of these vegetables and carbs and stuff. So, you know, we're just stacking it onto our bodies, you know, holding it onto it for life. So,
Yep. And it's happening so slowly. It just seems normal, which is just insane. Well, this is a great conversation, but I want to drop a whole bunch of people in at one time now because there's a couple people waiting. So let's go here real quick. Kerry, how are you doing?
Hey, great to see everybody.
Oh,
hey,
Graham, my buddy
Hey,
Graham.
oh,
and
look, and Brett. All
Jen.
right.
Jen, is your mic working?
Jen.
I think so. Can you hear
there we
me?
go. Okay, we can hear Jen. All right. I think that's everyone that was in here so far. And Adam was going to jump on maybe a little bit later. So, wow. So we're talking to Todd and Robin. Graham, I got to give you a big shout out, sir. How are you doing?
I'm good, Kerry.
I really appreciate you, Graham. Graham has been helping behind the scenes. Got to shout out your YouTube channel too. Carnivore Transformer. He's been helping immensely with the carnivore diet documentary and our carnivore committee. So thank you so much, Graham. I really appreciate you. And you were just on JT's channel, right? I caught a little bit of that this morning.
Yeah, this morning. This afternoon for me, this morning for him.
Right. And did we get you scheduled yet? Because you're going to be on the 24-hour live stream with us.
I said I'll take the night out or when everybody is feeling tired, I'll jump on.
Nice. Awesome. Appreciate you. Looking forward to it.
Yeah.
Brett, how are you doing?
Hey, I'm doing great. Just had dinner, had a 1.5 ribeyes I had to share tonight.
Nice.
But yeah, worked in the yard, lifted heavy things, and then had a real nice carnivore feast for dinner.
Awesome. Sounds like you're doing everything right. You staying
Trying
warm
to.
in the meat locker?
Yeah, what do you think?
Nice. Kerry, how are you?
Hey, I'm doing great. Did some meal prep earlier today because I don't want to be doing that on holiday, right? And just doing a little cleaning and doing a little bit of shirt design. And I don't know, I've just been busy. It's been a good day.
Nice.
Been a good day. I didn't eat until I guess it was around 2, something like that. I had a couple of meat cookies that I'd prepped. That's what a lot of people call them, you know, just little burger patties.
Nice.
You know, put some Redmonds on there. Oh, yes. So good.
making me
never
hungry.
gets old. Right? Jen's upstairs. I'm downstairs. She's watching the
Hey,
thing. We
Jen.
had a pretty busy turnout at the movie theater. Jen, do you want to talk?
Yeah, I'm kind of shy in front of you guys, and people out there can hear me, so I might have to jump off really quick. But yeah, I'm sitting here right now. Katie's actually in there watching the movie. Kerry's downstairs. I guess almost the whole family's here. And then all of you guys too. I've never seen you guys or actually talked to you. I've seen all of you guys, but I haven't really talked to any of you. So hi, everybody. I'm a little camera shy, so I don't know how long I'll be on here.
I have a question. Jen, how was the concert? How was it?
Awesome. It was awesome.
All right.
A great experience.
Hey, Kerry, real quick. JT just texted me and he asked me if he could jump on real quick. He asked me.
Yeah. I was about to text him. Yep. Thank you.
So I just wanted to say something to Jen. Jen, I just appreciate you so much for sharing your story Every time I
Aw.
see your videos pop up, I click on them immediately because I want to hear how you're doing.
Mhm.
So I'm
Oh,
so
thank you. I
happy
appreciate
for
that.
you.
Me
I
too.
can't
And a
say
lot
I'm
of
part of the carnivore family, but I am doing keto and I've been doing really good. And I should show you, I'm looking right in front of me. There's a bunch of candy and everything. And then behind me over there, I have the popcorn. So it's very tempting, but I'm doing keto and I've been doing really good on it. So I'm trying. And then eventually I'll go to carnivore with you guys, but it's going to take me a little bit longer. But I appreciate all you guys for your support and love and everything.
Well, and a lot of people start keto. Like I started low carb back in 2015 and then just kind
Right.
of worked my way down. But I mean, it just, it's sort of an evolution sometimes.
Adam. Oh, sorry to interrupt. Just gotta say hi. Shout out Adam. Yeah, I
Howdy.
started keto too. I know a
See a
lot of
lot of
people did.
waving.
I got screamed at in the comments the other day.
Uh-oh.
Jen and I are doing a video on that one on Tuesday. But Jen and I had our date day, and I did a short, and it was titled Keto versus Carnivore. And she was eating a salad with chicken. I was eating a steak. And I kind of put the steak over by her, and everyone went nuts. They're like, "You leave her alone. She can do whatever she wants." I'm like, "Jeez." But there's some good reason for that. I'm not pushing her to do. She's doing wonderful. She's doing really good. My thing is long-term sustainability. But Jen and I did a video on that. I'm looking forward to sharing that one on Tuesday. It was kind of fun. We were joking around a little bit in that one. So, I think. So Jen hopes to stay, but she might have to jump in or out. She's literally. It's kind of hard to see. She is at the concession stand. So there's people that come up to the window, they buy popcorn. There's people that come up from the movie. So there's someone standing there right now waiting for popcorn.
No, somebody did come in though, and I had to I can't mute you guys. So if he was staring at me, I'm like, oh, I'm just watching something. So this is new to me. I'm on my phone. I have my phone in front of me, and if you see me turning my head, I'm looking at my computer because that's where I can see the comments. So, and when I leave comments to people, for some reason, it's leaving 3 of them. So I'm reading the comments, but not trying to respond to people because for whatever reason, it keeps leaving 3 of them. See, everybody say, hi, guys. I can't say hi back to them because if I do, it's going to leave a couple. So Kerry's the expert downstairs. I'm upstairs. So if you see me turn my head, I'm looking at my computer too, and then turning this way if there's somebody by the door or the window.
I was going to say, Adam, the expert just got here. Adam's the expert. I'm just fumbling through this myself. Adam, how are you doing carnivore today? Shout out.
I'm doing awesome. How's everybody doing?
Good.
Adam messaged me earlier, and he is making me so jealous. So you got some
do I smell like
bones,
smoke?
some dino ribs. Like, what's going on over there?
Yeah, do I smell like smoke, everybody?
A little bit.
Did you get any of that finished yet, or is it still smoking up?
Oh no, it's gonna be smoking all night into tomorrow.
So you got
Yeah,
a brisket, and then did you say dino ribs too, or was that later?
Yep, dino ribs, and I'm gonna smoke tallow and try smoking salt this time. So we'll see how that goes.
Sounds good.
That's awesome. Yeah, everyone check out Adam. Adam is killing it, by the way. I think JT jumped on, but he jumped off.
Yep.
I was just about to hit him.
Uh-oh.
Well, hopefully he'll jump back on. I'll text him again. I got to give Adam a shout out. Adam, can I show him the work you were doing today?
Sure.
Adam is just amazing. Graham's amazing. So many people just generously volunteering their time for the carnivore diet documentary, going above and beyond. It's said it a million times, but carnivores are amazing. So the website that I set up earlier looked like garbage, frankly. I just used this template, and I always hated it. And a while back, Adam was like, I can help update that. Well, he took on that initiative today, and I love what you did. It's so much neater and cleaner and easier to read. Still got the dumb pink shirt there, but what are we going to do? That's the branding, I guess, at this point. But I can't thank you enough, Adam. I really appreciate it. Like this, I keep saying it. Like, I've never once said my carnivore diet documentary. It is our carnivore diet documentary, and there's no way it would be getting done without Adam and Graham and Alia and all of you guys too, sharing ideas and helping. And these interviews, a lot of the interviews I've done, I'm like, this is going to be good for the documentary. So it's like, really
Bye. Thank you.
Scroll.
I think we're all so
JT's on here too. I gotta let JT in.
Kerry.
Oh, Bill's on here too. Bill,
Bill.
Hey,
how's it going, buddy?
hey, Bill.
Hey,
Bill, you just lost, Bill. You just lost. Quick draw. Come on, buddy. How are you,
Yeah,
Bill?
thanks, Bill. You got Katie doing it now too.
JT.
Hey,
I got
JT.
JT and Bill at the same time. How's it going?
He's sideways now.
Yeah, what happened to you?
JT sideways. Bill, you're looking good, my friend. I could just see it in your face. You are looking really good.
oh, thank you. I just woke up from a nap, so I'm like,
How you feeling? Have you been over at that desk anymore?
what's that?
Have you been over at the desk anymore?
Oh yeah, all the time. I'm actually getting back into painting too, so I'm going to be showing you guys that at some point.
Wow.
Oh, nice.
Awesome.
Nice.
Bill, when you sent me that video, you just sent it to me on my phone or whatever, and you were like, oh, check this out. And you just panned over and I saw the desk. I told you this already. There's lots of flies this time of year, but one just went right in my eye. I don't know what it was. It's just, I've said this before, but Bill, when I went to visit you, I knew you were trapped in your house for 4 years. I didn't realize the extent of it. In my dumb little brain, I'm like, oh, he's getting up and going to cook over there in the little kitchen area, and he's getting up and he's going over here. But when I got there, you made it very clear that no, you're right where you're sitting now is where you've been for 4 years, other than a trip to the bathroom once, maybe twice a day. So that desk represents freedom for you. It's the first baby steps towards getting out of that door. So that really hit me hard when I saw it. I'm so happy for you.
It's so nice. When I'm sitting in my desk, I keep looking back at my bed because I'm not used to seeing my bed from an outside perspective.
There you
So
go.
funny.
What about
On your way.
what's up with Daisy? Is Daisy like, what's he doing? What's going on here? This is kind of weird.
And at first, but he's gotten used to it. Now we're playing more. I'm able to play with him better now
Oh, that's awesome.
because I have a greater range of movement, than sitting in one spot.
Yeah.
So no, he's loving it. He's loving it. I can't wait until we can both go all the way outside. So that's going to be so nice.
Oh
Oh,
man,
yeah.
that's gonna be the day. That's gonna be something.
Yeah.
It seems like you're. It's going by quick. Like it's gonna take a long time. But when you said, "Oh, my 30-day update," I'm like, let me check. Is that right? Like, I mean, like if you're thinking about it could take 2 years. Who knows? But even if your goal is like a year just to be more mobile and getting up and walking around, you're already a 12th of the way there. You're like a month is already, and now you're past a month. What are you almost by day 40 at this point?
Yeah, I think 40 or 41. It is. I'm just at the very beginning of this. It's gonna take me a couple years, but just even a year from now, next summer, I can already tell I'm gonna be able to I'm gonna be outside every day. It's gonna be so crazy.
Right.
Kerry, you're gonna have to keep gas in the van because it ain't gonna be long, and you're gonna have to make that trip
Right.
to Alaska.
I agree.
It's not gonna be long.
100%. Bill's going
I have to-
outside soon.
If I have to drive up there instead of fly, this just came. I was
Hey,
actually
hey.
considering
Ah.
driving to visit Bill the first time, but I couldn't because I didn't have one of these. This just came in the mail today. So, but I don't want to make that 58-hour drive. I'd rather fly if I could.
Right.
Yeah. It might be earlier than a year, Kerry. By the time spring rolls around, like May,
Yeah.
mid-May, end of May, I'm gonna be itching to go outside. I can already
Oh,
tell.
yeah.
Right.
Oh yeah, you're gonna do it, Bill, and I'm gonna be there with Kerry.
Oh, my God.
Awesome.
He's so great.
All the
I'm gonna
girls
come
want-
to Daisy.
we got to be careful. We got to see what Bill's comfortable with because everyone's like, I want to be there when he comes out. You're going to walk out the door. There's going to be 700 people out there. Yay, Bill.
There could be.
Hey, shout out Sean, Intentional Carnivore just jumped on. How are you doing, sir?
Hey.
What's up, man? What's up,
my
guys?
goodness.
I'm doing great, man. I've had a day of carnivore, man. I was in with Bella a little bit earlier. I've been in Dr. Berry. Like, man, it's been a day of carnivore. So I hope everybody's doing well.
Doing good.
Fantastic.
Doing great.
Yeah, man. I mean, it can't be any worse. I mean, it's a horrible life eating steak and bacon and chicken. I mean,
Right.
come on, it's just miserable,
It's torturous.
Hey, okay. How many scurvy check? Who's
Oh,
got
yeah.
scurvy? Anybody got
Oh,
scurvy?
man.
No scurvy.
No scurvy
No
here.
Same here.
scurvy?
No, I'm fresh out of caring about scurvy. I can tell you that.
Yeah, no scurvy for me. Still got the high LDL though. That's gonna kill me.
Oh no, it's all good.
Hey, my
Uh,
labs
Oh,
done.
good.
They
I'm
were
not worried.
perfect
Bill,
labs. After 6 months on carnivore, my labs are perfect. I was just like, wow.
Yep.
yeah, mine too. It's been amazing, man. I can't wait. What's up, Bill? Man, it's nice to meet you and Jen, all you guys, man. I think I know Kerry, obviously, Adam, the Carnivore Cure, Mr. Todd. Metamorphosis. I know I seen most of you guys' names and stuff, but like I haven't been able to speak with you face to face. So it's nice to meet you guys.
Nice to
And
meet you
Nice
too.
to meet you.
Yeah,
It's great to see you too.
Sean is the original, the legend of
it's
carnivore.
crazy.
I mean,
Oh man.
one of the first videos I did after my 30-day update was with Sean, and you fired me up so much. Your story, I told you, like, I'm in the basement of the movie theater right now. Jen's upstairs, and I said this to you before. I keep saying it to people, but if Sean's story was a movie, people would get up and walk out. There's no way this dude lost 250 pounds in 1 year, overcame depression, all of the other things you've overcome, and now it's important to tell the truth and not like flatter, right? This isn't flattery. This is the truth. You are looking good, Sean. Every time I see you, you are looking healthier and thinner. It's just so
Thanks,
when we
bro.
spoke before, I mean, I can't remember when that was. Maybe a month or two ago. No, it had to be more than that. Maybe 2 months ago. But you were just around 250 down. And I was listening to you on another one. You're losing way more than that now, right?
I've lost 269 pounds since April the 17th of
Wow.
2022. So, and I mean, and that just, hey, and that just goes to show you guys, man, like, there's hope for people like me. There's hope, Bill. Like, you're pretty inspiring, dude, bro. Like, to think. I come across somebody who lost 400 pounds in a year, bro. You could be like doing laps around Alaska this time next year, bro. Like,
That's the
so
plan. That's the plan.
the main thing is just keep that focus on, man, because this crew, hey, it needs to hear it. Carnivore's getting out, and it's our responsibility, those of us who have been blessed, those of us who have seen these results, just like my brother Larry Berquist from Carnivore Quest helped invest into me. It's my responsibility now to invest in other people, and I think that's one of the things that we're trying to do, one of the things we're trying to see, because there's plenty of room at the top for everybody in Carnivore.
Yeah.
Here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Agreed. Yeah.
Gotta elevate all these voices. Everyone has their own story, their own example to share. That's what we're trying to do with the documentary, is just put those examples out there, like Sean's example, Bill's example. I think that's the most powerful thing in the world. You can't tell someone you do carnivore, but you can say, look at these examples, do what you want with the information. And if you're not amazed by someone's story like Sean's or Bill's, it's what else is gonna fire you up? But huge shout out to Sean too, because you're a little crazy, Sean. Hey, JT's on here now. JT, what's up?
Speaking of crazy,
Speaking of crazy, Sean is a little crazy. So I said, Sean, we're not going to do this 24-hour live stream to raise money for the Carnivore Diet documentary without you in it. I wanted you to come for maybe a half hour, an hour, and you just texted me back and you're like, dude, I'll be there the whole 24 hours. I'm like, are you
Awesome.
nothing for a carnivore, right, Sean?
Hey, man, I can do anything. I'm not even
right.
kidding. Like, I swear I could do anything, bro.
Yep.
Like,
Yep.
it's just something about it, man. I used to live a defeated lifestyle, thinking that I had to accept status quo, second best. This life, I got stuck in a rut, and everybody knows a rut is a grave with the ends knocked out. That's where I was at. And when you finally get out of that hole, you realize that you can do so much more than you ever thought possible. But you got to take those steps. You got to put that work in, but you can do it.
Yep.
Right.
100%.
I love that.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to the 24-hour. I'm pretty sure I can do it, Sean, but I know you can do it. We'll see how I am around hour 20 or so, but it's going to be so much fun. Sean, I was telling people the lineup before. I won't go over the whole thing again, but it's crazy. Like Dr. Barry, Dr. Baker, Dr. Chafee's on for a couple hours. Philip Ovadia, the heart surgeon, Kelly Hogan, Steak and Butter Gal you just mentioned. So
All-star.
Bill freaking Knott's going to be on there. Bill, that's your
Yeah,
name
buddy.
in the background, by the way.
Bill,
Knott's
how you
freaking
doing,
in
Bill?
Looking forward to it.
That's what's
Good.
up.
It's going to be a
You
lot of
got
fun.
some other people sending you pre-recorded stuff to air, right?
Yeah. Yep. Yeah. So Dr. Barry was going to be on, and then he emailed me and said, "Oh no, I'm going to be in Poland." He said maybe we could reschedule, or he might do something pre-recorded. So we'll see. Dr. Chafee was like, "Can I come on for a couple hours?" I was like, "Yeah, let's go."
Yeah.
Absolutely. And I got to shout out Graham's on here too, and Adam and Alia. Adam has just been killing it. Sean, we did the 10-hour live stream a while back, and Adam was like, I'm like, Adam, come on for like an hour or something. He stayed on for the whole 10 hours. And he made it so much better because, Sean, you know how hard this is, right? When you got the comments going through the side and you got guests, you're trying to put stuff up and follow it all. Adam was on top of everything. So it's going to be Adam, Alia, Sean, and myself. But not the whole time. I told Adam and Alia, you guys gotta drop off at some point, and it's gonna be crazy if you stay on for 24 hours. So, but right at the
They
beginning, when
might
we
be
have all the
so
big
hyped
docs,
they
we'll have
just
a
can't
full-
leave though, Kerry. You know.
I'll be in for 20 hours. I'll be in for 20 hours plus 4. There you go.
It seems like it's a lot easier than it is, but it's easy to lose track of, honestly, so it definitely takes a lot of moving parts, especially, I mean, anybody could click the button, but to put out a message that's real message for real people that gives hope that they can practically use and apply to their life. And, that's the whole point, so
right. Yeah,
it's good stuff.
Speaking of giving hope and getting fired up and getting passionate, so my friend Todd up here, I just met yesterday, and Todd, you have an amazing story, and I think you have you spoken to Bill yet, or?
I've talked to you through comments, Bill. It's very nice to meet you. And I
Nice
got
to meet you, Todd. You are awesome, brother. You are awesome.
Oh man, you're the reason why I finally got off the fence and started making videos, man. You're incredible what you're doing, man. I know exactly where you're at. I was gonna tell you, I honestly think in 5 months you'll be outside because it took me, I was well over 700 pounds and I was stuck in a chair as well for 2.5 years, couldn't get out of it. And it took me 6 months and I was able to get back in my car and even go for a small drive after 6 months, and it was unreal. So anything you ever need, man, we got so many things in silver. When you got that Ninja cooker, that exact same Ninja air fryer you have, that thing saved my life. I had to build my life around me in like an 8-foot area.
Yeah.
Because that was all I could do. But I got that same Ninja cooker, and I got a Ninja electric grill and a little mini fridge, and that was my life. But man, that saved my life, man.
Isn't that thing incredible? I don't know how I live without it.
It's so good. I just cooked lamb chops on it tonight, and had a ribeye off my Ninja electric grill, and I still use them. I still don't use my stove because I got so used to cooking on them.
Yeah.
Wow.
So fast and so great. It's nice.
How's
Yeah.
Daisy, Bill?
He's sitting right here in my lap sleeping, actually.
Great.
But he's doing great.
Awesome.
There
Yeah,
he is.
so-
Robin, I got an interview coming up with
There
you,
you
girl.
Yes, you do.
Yep, on the 6th, right?
Yes, next Wednesday. I'm excited. Looking forward to it.
Yeah, Sean, I'd
It's
like
nice
to
to meet you
on
in
there too,
person.
bud. Yeah,
Yeah, man. Let's talk.
yeah, absolutely.
Definitely.
Hey, JT,
Yeah.
you can have me.
Yeah,
That's
get
right,
on there
yeah.
too.
Yeah, come on.
We were hanging out last night. I tell you, that was one of the wildest live streams. Rick was bringing out iguanas out of his freezer, man. It was wild, man. It was wild.
That was really fun.
Adam, we got to make a little note for when Rick comes on. We got to be careful with that guy, man. That was crazy yesterday. His
Yeah,
mic
he's
was
wild.
messed up, and
The
it
air was
sounded like
thin where he
from-
was.
sounded like he was from space or something. And he wouldn't fix his mic the whole time. It was just like. Everyone was joking. Russ was so funny joking, like,
Nice.
is Rick going to come down from space anytime soon? But
Yeah, someone said it sounded like he found his microphone in an iguana nest. I almost fell off my chair when they said that.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, Brett, I think that was you who said that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like Houston, we have a problem.
Yeah, that's what he sounded like.
Mhm. That's what's up.
Kerry's
Anybody got
gonna
big plans for
the
Labor Day
Milo show
weekend?
tomorrow.
Yeah. Anyone got any big plans? JT was asking for Labor Day weekend.
Man.
What are we eating?
Wow.
What's on the grill this weekend, guys?
Steak.
Yeah, I'm gonna snack on some eggs every once in a while, but other than that, steak. You know, it's the same old thing. I don't even think about food as much as I talk about it. I just don't try not to think about it. It's just so secondary. But I mean, it's being so busy too. That's the nice part, you know, not thinking about it. But I'm talking with the Backwoods Carnivore.
John?
On Monday. And then I got UK Carnivore on Tuesday. That's why I'm not around, man. I'm always so busy, man. You know, so I try to keep my nose to the grind and stay busy. But yeah,
You're doing God's work, man, because we need to keep sharing these stories, man. They ain't gonna talk about this on cable news, man. There's no money in it. So keep talking, bro.
And we got to get all the stories out there. There are, and the weight loss is great, but most people say that that's just gravy on the biscuit, so to speak, that they feel so much better.
Yep.
And that's my message. That is my purpose. I want people to know. I mean, I had anxiety that at times was debilitating. I would never dream of being on camera like this before. Even after I had gone low carb and then keto, I still had anxiety. And then after I went carnivore, it was gone. And I want the world to know. I want the world to know.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah, the same story here, that anxiety has been debilitating over the time. And I can't say that mine's all the way gone yet, but after 6 months, it's so much better. I literally have weaned myself off of my Zoloft that the doctor gave me last year, because I'm like, I don't need this anymore. I'm gonna, heal my body from the inside out. And it's just really, truly amazing. And I agree that this story is not out, even though I see everything that pops up on my feed in YouTube is about carnivore, the word is not getting out broadly enough. Right. So this carnivore diet movie is everything, Gary. It's just amazing. And
no pressure, right?
So
no pressure.
So it's everything.
Hey, pressure makes diamonds, Kerry. Remember that.
Right. Carnivores don't feel pressure. I'm good with it. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm so excited to share with you what we have. Bill, I've mentioned this to you before, but it honestly couldn't have gone any better. Bill's such a good storyteller. Like it's just like Bill, you were saying before, it was Providence. It was meant to be. It certainly was, because I could have went to. I mean, when I went to visit Bill in Alaska, we didn't even know each other 3 weeks earlier. When I was driving to your house with Emma, I'm like, this is probably the stupidest thing I've ever done. Like, what we could have stopped. There could have been like 100 different people we stopped at, and only one Bill. Where everything just ended up working out like it did. So I mean, it was totally meant to be, and it's killing me right now not sharing some of the story and footage with you. I started doing it. I got yelled at by our documentary maker friend Chad. Chad and Rock. There's two guys that have been helping me. They've done a lot of documentaries. One of them, this guy, his name is Rock Salt, the coolest name ever. He's actually acted with Rob Lowe in movies, and he's produced several movies, and he's done a bunch of documentaries. He's over in the UK. He's had several movies go through either Netflix or Amazon Prime. I think he had one on Hulu or something too. So he knows his stuff, but he was like, when I was in Alaska and I showed that little, the campfire scene Emma and I did cooking the steaks over the fire, I miss those steaks too every day, by the way. Those were so good. But he was like, Kerry, you got to stop. Like, if you show that, you can't show it. And he's like, that would have been really good to show in the documentary. So Netflix wants 100% original. I can't show it on YouTube, sort of thing. Yeah. But you guys will just have to trust me.
One of the best scenes I've ever seen on any show anywhere. It was so good.
Right.
We appreciated that little tidbit, because man, that really left me wanting more for the movie.
Awesome. Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking too. I'm like, this is a unique situation. It's not like I'm just throwing stuff on YouTube. There's a huge and very loyal, active, awesome carnivore community, and they're getting hyped up for it too. So we're kind of building that up. If I don't show anything, I don't know, maybe people lose interest or whatever. Gotta show some stuff. So.
Well, we want the movie to go big bang, big guns. Mm-hmm. So whatever we have to do, we can wait. I think we all are in agreement that we can wait because we want that movie to go big.
Right.
100%.
Wanted to bankrupt the drug companies. What we wanted to do.
Yes.
Yep. Turn it all upside down.
You know,
Shake it
Carnivores
up.
are patient.
yeah. It's I'm glad you said that too, Todd, because that was the guy Rock Salt was like, Kerry, what's the one thing you want people to take away other than carnivore is the way, carnivore is life-changing? And I'm like, because some people are going to just still think it's crazy, but hopefully they go and do more research to Dr. Berry, Dr. Baker, Dr. Chafee, like I did and many of you did. Hopefully they still do that. But if they don't, like the very end of it is, if you take nothing else away from this documentary, just know that almost every single thing that you go to the doctor for is nutrition, and they will never tell you that. They'll just throw pills at you, and you'll go on them for years and years and years. And it's so simple. Every issue I had, depression, anxiety, sleep problems, IBS, arthritis, pain in my elbows, pain in my back, being overweight, every single one of them, it was just nutrition. And I'm almost at 6 months now. I have no issues anymore. I'm a natural human in a natural human state, like all humans should be. That's what gets me so fired up too. When I go to the grocery store, like Robin was saying earlier, and you just see everyone so sick and unhealthy.
Yes.
I just want to go up to them and just shake them and be like, you deserve to feel like this, even if just for one day. My goodness, if you're going to go your whole life feeling like that, you have no idea with that brain fog and just sick feeling all the time, and you're always in pain. What a wasted life. You're never going to know what it's like to truly be alive if you do that your whole life. And sadly, even if we do this documentary and it reaches a bunch of people, there's still going to be a whole lot of people that are just bullheaded and are going to just keep doing it their own way kind of thing. But
Well, what's sad too is though, if doctors do mention nutrition, which a lot of them don't, if they do mention it, it's the whole healthy whole grains, lots of vegetables, lean meats. So even when they do bring up diet, it's the wrong one.
Yeah.
Oh, for sure. I mean, did you see that new food pyramid that came out a while back that had like Fruit Loops as healthier than steak? I couldn't believe it.
See, on Dr. Kerry, I think he had a video about it. It was from Tufts Nutrition, I think.
Tufts Nutrition.
Yes, and it actually has Fruit Loops and stuff as healthier than bacon and eggs for breakfast.
That's unbelievable.
Was it sponsored by Kellogg's?
No, it was sponsored by all of them.
Well, I mean, it's like, and I mean, it's like Gary Taub says in his book, these scientific epidemiology studies that that create the foundation for all of our doctors in medical school, they're all bought and paid for by the same 12 food and drug companies. So it's just like silly. I mean, you're in a clown world when they're putting, Fruit Loops at the main source of nutrition on the food pyramid, for crying out loud.
It's
I've got
literally
one for you. I was actually doing research for another video that I was going to do, and I hadn't looked at my plate in a long time. I mean, if I ever really paid any attention to it, to be honest, I don't think I did, but I found that they don't even have a meat food group anymore. You know how the 4 food groups used to be your dairy, your grains, your vegetables, and your meat. Now they have what they call it the meat group, but it really isn't the meat group. And then it's also called the protein group. But then they have, guess what's included in that group? Beans. Yes, beans, tofu. And in the recommendations, it says that if you're vegetarian, disregard the recommendation to eat meat. So they've got items that double as vegetables and as meat. But then, so my question is, okay, so if we don't eat vegetables, does that mean that we don't need to follow that recommendation to eat the vegetables and the fruits then? I mean, it's all upside down, but nothing is what it's supposed to be.
everything.
So it doesn't surprise me about the Fruit Loops.
Right. Everything is literally the opposite. That's if I would have gone my whole life, all those years going to those doctors and just did the opposite of what they said, I'd be where I'm at right now. It's insane.
Yeah, I mean, I tell people, all you need to know is that the number one killer of cardiologists is heart disease. Like why do we listen to these people at all? It's just incredibly insane. If they were, You know, if your mechanic couldn't get to work because his number one problem was his car was breaking down, would you go to that guy? You know,
Right.
it's
No.
just, it's insanity.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, I was reading a book and it said, yeah, I come across a quote and I wrote it down because I thought it was important. It says, it's easier to act your way into a new way of thinking than to think your way into a new way of acting. We do what is comfortable for us, you know, and we get comfortable even if it's at the neglect and detriment to our own self because we think that's the only choice that we have. And so we listen to these buffoons who tell us that we got to take a pill and it's going to cure all our problems. And we have to keep going back to get pills because it fills their wallet. And so that should make us even more thankful for the position and place that people like Dr. Ken Berry, Dr. Robert Kiltz, Dr. Anthony Chafee, Dr. Philip Avadia, all these doctors, and there's so many more. I could spend the rest of the time you have here until you run out of space on StreamYard to be able to talk about it. But there's so many who's coming out of that life, and they're still like Philip Avadia. He's still practicing medicine. So he's taking a stand from within that community, and that's what it's going to take. If you're waiting on somebody to save you, it's not going to happen. The government's never going to regulate it. They're never going to okay it. They're never going to go along with it. The health care community is in too deep with the pharmaceutical companies. It's never going to happen. So nobody's coming to save you. You got to do your research. That's why it's critically important for everybody that's on this channel right now to continue fighting, doing what you're doing, continue spreading the word. And for all of you who tune in and are watching this channel, it's important for you to do the same.
Right.
Amen.
Yeah.
Thanks for sharing that quote, man. I love nuggets like that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
totally.
yeah.
I always love to say, you know, they're selling the bullets and the Band-Aids and, you know, you can't trust them, you know?
Right.
Oh,
Well,
absolutely.
I love how you're saying it too, Sean, because that's one thing. I don't know, Sean, on YouTube, I've been getting a lot of where people they'll comment or they'll email and they're basically like, what do I do? Tell me what to do. Like they want me to do it for them. And it's like, no, you have to do your own research. You have to be comfortable with it, and you have to be the captain of your own ship, and you have to do it yourself. And if you're not comfortable, then don't do it, but do the research. Like Sean was saying, there's all this information at our fingertips. It's priceless. The videos Dr. Berry, Dr. Chafee are doing, like if you have a concern like, oh, what about fiber or this? It's been asked and answered, and get to the bottom of it, be comfortable with it. But ultimately, you have to make the decision in your own mind that you're going to do this thing by yourself. I can't do it for you. Sean can't do it for you. It's kind of heartbreaking. I get a lot of comments like that from people like, just tell me what I got to do. Tell me what I got to do. I'm like, go do your research. You got to do it. Someone suggested this. It was a really cool idea. I got to do a better job, but I printed these out too because I'm spreading the word. So when I went to visit Bill, the shuttle bus driver, I was like, hey man, you guys got any good steaks in Chicago? Which is just a dumb question, but it was a good icebreaker. He's like, yeah, man, we got steaks out here. Well, we started talking and his dad died of diabetes. And I started telling him about carnivore, and he started asking me a lot of questions. And then when I was done, I was like, you got to go do the research. I said, go watch Dr. Chafee's video, go watch Dr. Berry's videos. And someone was like, you should do this. So we printed these out. It's kind of hard to read. I got to fix it up, but it's basically, how do you do carnivore? And it basically says, do your research. Go watch Dr. Ken Berry, Carnivore Diet. Go watch Dr. Chafee's Carnivore Basics video. That's a good starting point to do your research. So I'm gonna probably do another video with Jen because we made up these shirts and they say on them, I eat only meat. Ask me why. It's been a good conversation starter a couple times, but I just
Graham's got his on.
Yeah. Oh, nice, Graham. That's awesome. I just got a big poster board. And I'm going to write it on a poster board, and I'm going to take it out in the public somewhere busy. I'm going to hold that thing up, and we're going to video it and see because I'm fired up. Like, I love talking about it to people. Graham, has anyone asked you yet?
Ask me for?
Has anyone asked you with the shirt on?
This is the first time I'm wearing the shirt.
Oh,
I'm still going into the public. When I voted, they asked me the question, why? And I said to them, listen, you need to do your research. Like you said, Kerry, you need to do your research. But for me, this is my testimony. This is who I am. This is the picture that I was at, the fat person. And now, you can see me now glowing. I'm feeling healthy, feeling perfect. I'm feeling like a new kid on the
He's
block.
about to get his six-pack, right, Graham?
Yeah.
Well, y'all know that I love my concert shirts. If you haven't watched my channel yet, you probably don't know that, but I love my concert shirts and I love my concerts. And ever since I was a teenager, I wanted to design logos and album covers. So this is the one that I did for.
Cool.
Yeah.
Nice.
Oh, that looks nice.
I love
awesome.
it.
Thank you.
Wow.
I wear that shirt out and I have had some incredible conversations because they'll ask me what that is. And then I'll tell them that I eat only meat, you know, so I combine meat and metal in my.
I love it.
Killer, Kerry.
It's been a
That's killer.
great conversation piece.
What's the
cool.
best concert you've seen?
Oh gosh.
Meatloaf.
You know, I really want to say Kiss, but honestly, I think back in 1982 when I saw Rush, that's got to be the best one I've ever seen. They were just incredible, but there are so many great ones. I just went to Candlebox and Three Doors Down a couple weeks ago, and it was fun. It was just, man, both bands were great. I knew every song except one. I get excited, y'all. I get excited
I
about
can tell. It looks fun though.
Love it. It's infectious.
Yeah.
Hey, Bill, how's the family doing? That was one of the other things that was so great about meeting Bill. You just have the best family. I never felt so at home. I met several Bill's brothers, and they took me out to some of Bill's favorite. Is the last place you went fishing. I went out on the four-wheelers. How's everyone doing up there?
They're doing really good, staying busy. It's a time of year when, winter's just around the corner for up here. So there's always a ton of work to do, a lot of cleanup, getting just a bunch of firewood. Samuel just got a nice little, I think like a 15 by 20 cabin. And so in Anchorage, so they're there right now. They're kind of disassembling it so it can fit on a trailer and bring it back up here in parts. And so,
Wow.
So him and his girlfriend are going to start their own little homestead at the back of our property here. So staying busy. Everyone's doing good.
Bill, how did you cook that bacon burger with one hand, man, and film? Like you're already an expert YouTuber, you guys. You don't even know.
Yes.
He's master chefing and YouTubing at the same time. I've never seen that.
I've tried one of those bacon wraps before, and I couldn't do it with two hands. That was awe-inspiring, I got to tell you.
That's
You hit that bag so hard, Bill. All the stuff in your heart. I was like, you're gonna beat your house down to get out of it. I can just tell, man. I'm so excited for you.
Yeah.
Thanks. Me too. That's all I think about is getting out of here. Well, I'm just so thankful to get out of this bed and have this desk that I get to go to. I mean, I had the little bench over there where I punch my punching bag, but I can't really just sit there for too long. But with this desk, I could just sit there. I was sitting there for hours the other day.
Wow.
I like that cutting board you got too.
What's that?
I like your cutting board you got too.
Oh yeah, it was a gift from my brother Adam. But yeah, so I'm it's a game changer. So I'm looking forward to spending more and more time out of this bed and just adding things back into my life that I used to do years ago, like my painting. To get back into canning, beef and chicken. I used to be into canning years ago. And all the other activities that I used to be so active. But
would you ever do a cooking show, Bill?
I got a lot of people telling me about
like
that.
Master Chef or something?
We'll see. We'll see what happens down the road. I got a lot of plans. I got a lot of plans formulating. So we'll see how everything plays out.
You gotta have those bacon burgers, man. That could be a staple, man.
If you can't see it before you see it, you're never gonna see it, man. So you keep those goals, you keep those plans, man. You just keep no matter what, man. I see you on YouTube, and you're gonna face all that stuff, man. The struggle right now, what you're going through, the struggle is where you find out what works, man. And so you develop that grit, and you don't see it right now, but I promise you, bro, like when you get down the road, you're going to look back at this time right now and you're going to realize, dude, that was amazing. I just witnessed a miracle. Because a year from now, there is no telling where you're going to be, man. There's no telling.
Right.
I keep thinking I've come so far just in the last 6 weeks. 6 weeks ago, I was just in the terrible black hole depression. I had zero hope. Zero. I didn't know Kerry. I had given up. The only thing that I lived for was Daisy. He was the only love and light in my life. Everything else, it was just black and hopeless.
You live for this moment, this defining moment. This gonna
Yeah.
change your life. This is the moment you was living for, bro.
Mm-hmm.
From my perspective, Bill, man, every video I watch, your face is looking thinner. You're moving around more every video. I mean, I see improvements every video.
Yeah.
And your demeanor and
Yes.
everything, and your outlook, and just how you engage.
Right.
It's just
incredible.
fantastic.
And I'm at the very beginning of this, so it's incredible how quickly everything's moving.
Yeah. One of the most amazing things with Bill is you said to me before you were in such a horrible depression, and I can feel that. Sean can feel that. A lot of people here have been there. And you were saying, like, what's my purpose? What's my purpose? And it's just insane that now you have what bigger purpose is there than to inspire people and help people?
Inspire millions.
And you are inspiring
Mhm.
so many people, and it's only been a couple weeks. It's only been a couple weeks. Like, you're just killing it on YouTube. And even in your
It's
family,
crazy.
when I was there, your brother Samuel starting carnivore. Well, why did he start carnivore? Because of Bill.
Because of
Because
Bill.
Bill
Wow.
inspired him too.
Yeah.
And then
That's awesome.
Samuel inspires someone else, and so on and so on and so on. So you went from telling me what's my purpose to now having just this. I really think you're going to inspire millions of people with your story.
Oh yeah.
I hate saying that because I feel like it's a pressure thing, but it is what it is. There's no pressure there. Whatever happens, happens. But your story is just so inspirational.
His cup's gonna overflow with purpose. Trust me.
Yep.
Yeah.
100%. I mean, I look at the faithfulness of Dr. Ken Berry, and then Larry and Cassidy from Carnivore Quest started the community. Everything has a part. The Carnivore Quest community, and then the community, everything, the whole thing has a part in a spectrum. And then I help somebody, the concentric circle goes out, it helps somebody else. Same thing with you guys. And all those circles of what we're doing, everything that we touch, it goes out. Bill, you're part of that, bro. It's not just you. You're reaching all over the world when you put those videos out, man.
Mhm.
And it is a lot of
I read
pressure.
the
But
comments. I read that in the comments all around the world. People telling me, I inspire them, and it's just it's hard for me to understand. I'm understanding it more now, but at first I'm like, what? I'm a wreck. How can I inspire someone when I'm such a wreck?
Because there's a lot of wrecks out there, and they're looking for someone who's trying to unwreck themselves.
That's
right,
right.
buddy.
Yeah.
yes, there you
I-
go.
Yeah,
Yeah.
somebody who's been through it or is going through it, that's so meaningful, because people can talk and talk and it doesn't matter. But if somebody's had that experience and they can help lead the way, even if they're still going through it,
Right.
they're still maybe a little bit further ahead than you are, or you're what I'm trying to say is you're a little bit more ahead than they are, but since you're a couple steps ahead and you've got that light and you're going, and they can follow along with you, and you can journey together.
Right.
Yeah, definitely. I wouldn't have started this channel if I hadn't seen you, Bill. And to be perfectly honest, I was always thinking I can't do a channel because nobody's going to listen to a guy that weighs 490 pounds telling him how to eat.
But I was thinking too.
No.
I was so scared to start this whole thing. Kerry talked me into, you need to start a YouTube channel. You need to start doing that.
You did that to all.
God bless
Yeah.
Kerry,
No
man.
way.
It's kind of pushy.
I was like, there's no way I'm going to put myself out there, big old fatty, and there's no way I can do it.
Yeah.
I fought the first couple of weeks. I fought terrible opposition, like spiritual, evil opposition trying to bring me down.
Absolutely.
And it's still there, but it's not as bad as it was a few weeks ago.
Yeah, you don't
Dude.
feed it, it'll die from a lack of nourishment, Bill. Just keep
Right.
feeding your new goals,
That's
your
right.
new ideas, and then they'll grow, and that other stuff will just die from not being fed. It's
100%.
beautiful.
100%.
Oh yeah, there's gonna be those battles, man. But like, I mean, I looked at that faith, man. I looked at somebody who makes a way where there's no way, where there's he makes streams in the desert. That's talking about something that there's no way possible it can happen, and he's making a way for it to happen. You're gonna face opposition. There's gonna be those jerks that come out on YouTube that's got their little snarky comments and got hateful things to say. But look, when you focused up here. When you focused on where you're headed, not where you've been, you're right here.
Yep.
Those people don't even exist. It's like it's coming from all the people who's stuck not getting out of that ditch we were talking about a while ago. You're on a different path, man. You're on a whole nother path. Just no matter what, one foot in front of the other, 1 minute after the next. You got this. Just like these guys sitting up here today. Todd, if he'd have been focused on all that other stuff, he might not would have started his channel. He's inspired to do it. None of us have arrived where we want to be, but thank God we ain't where we started.
The journey.
Amen, brother.
Yeah.
I'm so happy to see Todd and Bill be able to talk to each other like this. It's awesome, man.
It is great.
Yes.
Bill has been a huge inspiration to me, man. I got to tell you, it's been crazy. It takes a lot of strength to be in that. I know exactly the depths of that hole that you're in right now, and it's so hard to climb out of that and to do that. Yeah, I mean, to do that, on camera. I didn't have it in me back then to do it. I still didn't want to do it. Like, when I saw you, I was like, yeah, this is important.
Yeah, and Todd's a perfect example, Bill. You don't have to be some super cut gym bro to be an inspiration to people. You're the real deal. Yeah. And
we lead by example.
He can see that in you, even though you may not see it in yourself right now, but you've got a light. You've got a light.
Yeah. Well, thank you. I appreciate that.
Yeah,
absolutely. But yeah, I just keep plugging away, and it's going to be. It's just amazing, this journey I'm on, and we're all on. This journey we're all on, and inspiring everyone else. And
ain't it a blessing we got each other?
It's just
look where God brought us. Look where God brought us.
Yeah,
power of God, man. And we haven't even made the documentary yet. I was talking to Sam. He's this guy interviewed. He's from Egypt and went to Kuwait and all over the place in Iraq, and he's was a political prisoner. He says, you guys don't understand. You keep saying the American diet. He says that's now the world diet because everybody eats how we eat. He says, we watch Netflix in Egypt, in Iraq. He says we're waiting for this documentary. So no pressure, Kerry, but
right.
What we do in America leads the rest of the world. So we need to get off our asses and be the leaders we know we can be.
Yes.
Yeah,
I agree.
absolutely.
My sister lives in Bahrain, and I can just testify to what you're saying, because she went on carnivore. I'm so proud of her for doing that. But it's a struggle because, of course, family mindset, and people are like, they are like, what are you doing? Why are you doing this? Eat some French fries, eat some ice cream, so the world is following the lead of us. And yes, that's true. Same diet all over the world.
Well, it's a world diet now. It's not the standard American. It's the world diet, and that's when he told me that, I was like, "Dang, dude, that's such a damn shame, dude. We need to step up as Americans and leaders and just do this."
Even this stream right here. I mean, if you look at this stream, you look at the message that we're putting out. This message needs to supersede this country. It needs to supersede any racial barriers, any nationality. It's not a black, a white, a Hispanic. It's not an American problem. This is a world problem. And every single country from America all the way around the world has the same issues going on. And if they don't, they will. And if it's not as bad as it is here, it will, because we're setting a standard, and, it supersedes all that. And the more people know, the more people are going to be able to share it and spread it. And that's the whole point. And I think that's the heart of the issue. And that's the main focus for the documentary, I believe. And that's what we're going to do, keep that focus. And it doesn't matter if you're in India, you're in Bahrain, it doesn't matter. You fill in the blank. It's for you. If you're a human and you're on Earth, it's for you.
Yeah.
I can also say in South Africa, we do look at the United States. We do look at that movies and say, yes, this is the way, that is the way we have to live. Even with the amount of things that they show now, it's like, but us is like spreading like gangsterism and all those things also coming into play. And how did they do it? Like in the movies. And obviously the message that come from there. So this is like something good to tell them, yeah, this is the story, this is the carnivore diet movie, this is the way to go, this is the way to eat. So yeah, I can say yes, that's true what you guys are saying.
It's even bigger than that though, because there's this huge drive to just like do away with eating meat altogether,
Yes.
to make everybody vegan and vegetarian. And it's very scary. And with the fake food, with the fake meat, we've got to get the word out, because
That's what I don't get. If the meat's bad, why would they make fake meat? I didn't mean to cut you off, but it just
Exactly.
I
Right.
don't understand that. I never understood it. Like, you were not supposed to eat the meat, then why are you trying to make it look like meat?
Thank
It
you.
tastes like meat.
Yeah. I've never
Yeah,
tried
it
it.
tastes
I'm
like
not
meat. It
going
makes
to.
no damn sense. I don't get it to this day.
But we need to
tastes like meat.
stop it, because that's the goal. I mean, they don't want. I mean, when I say they, I mean we all know who they is, but it's this whole thing about making us vegetarians and
Control.
vegan.
Control is what it is. It's
Control.
about control.
Mhm.
First they tell you what to eat, then they tell you what to do, then they tell you what to wear, and then
How to
before you
think.
know it, they just telling you how to think and everything else. I mean, it's about control. If they control what you eat, when they get to dictate what you eat, and by they, like you said, then the controlling powers that be, when they
Mhm.
control what you eat, they control you. Period.
I'm,
And
Yes.
it's
I'm
about
glad
money
you.
too, it's about money. This is a big, huge business. I mean, billions and billions of dollars,
The
trillions.
Yeah.
control is right,
Yeah.
though. We need to take the control back and control our own
Exactly.
lives. So
We
you're
never
right about
lost
the
it.
control, man.
We never lost it. We've
Yeah.
we've
Exactly.
given the rights up for so long because we've been so sick and
Mhm.
depressed and down, and that's how they want to keep us. But
Exactly.
we always have had the power, and we still have the power today. We just got to stand up and take the spot that was rightfully ours as human beings on this earth, and tell the people who are dictating how we have to live, we're not going to take it no more.
Well, the thing
That's
is
how it's really got to
that
be.
we're indoctrinated into a society that says that this is how you should eat. We just talked about the food pyramid.
Mhm.
And people take that stuff to heart.
Yes.
So we all try to eat healthier, right, by following the guidelines that are being given to us.
Mhm.
And those guidelines are just taking us in the ditch. So
Absolutely.
Yeah.
people don't know. They don't know the
Mhm.
freedom from carbs. You know what I mean? They don't know carb freedom and like the health benefits and stuff. So like I was saying earlier, in my community particularly, I really feel that this word has not, it's not out broadly enough.
Yeah, I'm
We
so
have
glad
the
you.
power, but do we have the knowledge? Right.
That's it. Exactly.
Yeah,
I'll
I'm
tell
so
you, when I
glad you
hear you
said that
guys
about.
talk, man, I want to jump out of my seat, man. I get so excited listening to you guys, man. This is beautiful, dude.
I'm
I
so
love
glad you
the
said that
comment
about.
down there from Jasmine. Thank you for the $2 super chat. Couldn't agree more. Sean,
Thanks,
you should be a
Jasmine. That goes towards the
motivational speaker.
documentary.
I got to shout out Sean real quick. Intentional Carnivore. Everyone's got to go check out this man's YouTube channel, because I remember when you were first starting it out too. You were like, I'm a little nervous. You've gone from being a little nervous to being Tony Robbins
putting in that work.
motivational speaker, just killing it.
It's
Let
a
me
whole
show
lot
this
of
real quick.
praying and a whole lot of focusing, brother.
Yeah,
putting in
well,
that
you're
work,
killing it. I
guys.
mean
Look at
that
that,
sincerely.
man.
Everyone,
Look
go
at that
check out Sean's
transformation.
channel, Intentional Carnivore. Sean White, man. What? Like every night this week, he's like, "Oh, I'm talking to this person, this person." You've had Dr. Bear, you've had everyone on your
gosh,
channel, and you've been on everyone else's channel, and you're just
Hey, I got to get him on mine. He hasn't been on mine yet. I want him on mine, Sean.
Yeah, man. You just hit me up, man. We'll see if we can schedule it down. I love working with people, having fun. That schedule's been crazy because I still work during the day
Hey,
too at the
schedule me
hospital.
next year, man. Whenever you fit me in. I'm like he said, carnivores are patient, man. I'm here for you.
Yeah, we'll talk. That's like even like Bill. I tried to get it. I sent Bill an email, but I know he's been bombarded with stuff.
Oh, Bill is
the
beating the house down.
The carnivore cure, he's in the group. I actually did get on with Adam, but I work with anybody who's promoting the carnivore ketogenic way of eating, and they're practicing it and want to get that message out. Like that's what I'm about. I don't, I'm particular about who I work with when it comes to that, because I don't want to promote something that's not true or whatever. But anybody who's putting that message out and getting it out, I'm all about it. Giving hope and help, I'm all about that. So absolutely. Send me an email. We'll get together and make it happen.
Sounds
So I
Just like
haven't
tonight.
started
Take you up on
interviewing
that, bud.
people yet, but I'm hoping that all of you guys will come and be interviewed on my channel when it's time.
I will,
You
and
say
I'll
the word, I'll
interview
be there.
you.
Yeah, send me an
Yay.
invite.
We'll
I'm
interview each
count me
other.
in.
That's what's so
Okay.
awesome about this carnivore community, man. Every single carnivore I've met, it's just been a pleasure. Like my new best friend, my new best friend, my new best friend. Everyone's great.
Yeah,
Yeah.
honestly, man, I haven't met one douchebag yet. Seriously, man. I'm that's all honesty, man. Everybody has been. I call you guys friends. Seriously, man. I haven't made this many friends this fast in my entire life.
Yes.
Yeah.
And people, good people,
Awesome.
not just someone who you talk to once in a while. Like you guys are great people, not even good people. You guys are great.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I agree. Everybody's just fantastic and so helpful and nice. And they, if you have a question about something, they give you an answer. And it's not like, oh, well, if I tell them this, then, there's no maliciousness or anything at all. And if somebody messes up, there's grace and love.
Yeah.
Their
Yeah.
support.
Mhm.
That's the miracle of our carnivore community. We've all got this one little thing in common that we all eat a meat-based diet, and just look how it's brought us all together, and we're all supporting each other. And I'm just happy to be a part of it. And
Me
Yeah.
consider
too.
all you guys friends.
100%.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
just this live stream's proof of the miracle that's already happening, man. We're all on the same screen. Like, how did that happen, man? If
Yeah.
how did that happen?
Right? Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Hey,
hate to
huge
do
shout
it.
out Marnie Mac, $10 super chat. So much providence in this community. God has his hand in all of this. It's intentional. There's that
Yeah.
word again. Intentional
Intentional.
carnivore.
We'll live
Thank you
with
so much. I
intention.
just
Not by
want to say this real
accident.
quick. Every penny from these super chats that I've ever gotten, every penny goes to the carnivore diet documentary. And any shirts we sell, super chats, the GoFundMe donations. So we really appreciate it. That's why we're doing the 24-hour live stream, so we can fund the rest of this documentary and do it properly. So thank you so much for those super chats. Really appreciate it.
I will say that before, I hate to do this to you. I appreciate you guys letting me come on. I'm gonna go spend a little bit of time with my wife because I have been carnivored up all day long.
I was just gonna ask you that, Sean. You got to be so
I-
busy.
I am jumping off here because I need some time with her, but I appreciate you guys sharing time with me. I will see you guys tomorrow night at 7 o'clock. You guys be back right here. We're going to do it for a little while in the pregame show,
Yes.
and I will look forward to it then. So you guys take care. Shoot me some emails. Everybody who's watching, continue powering on. These guys got some stuff for you, and I will see you guys tomorrow. All right.
Nice talking
Bye,
to you,
Sean.
bud.
Great to meet
Bye.
you.
Tomorrow, Sean.
Nice
Good to
meeting
meet you.
Sean.
Appreciate you guys. Y'all have a good night.
Have a great
You
day.
too.
You too.
Adam, you've been real quiet. You sure
I've
that's
been
not a cardboard
working in the
cutout?
chat. I'm working in the chat.
Oh, okay. I thought it was a cardboard cutout of you for a while. I was like, he didn't say. I was like, you sure he's really there? He didn't
You know
put
what?
like
Is he
a cardboard.
moving?
You know what it is too. He's smelling that brisket smoking outside, man.
Oh my
Adam's
goodness.
got dino
Yeah.
ribs, briskets going out there.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to send a super chat to say hi to Adam.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Adam,
sometimes
you
we do that
hustling.
to Damon. We were going to invite Damon on the cookout so that he could have a chance to speak, because sometimes he gets caught up in the chat and stuff too. So.
Yeah.
So has everybody got something special cooking for Labor Day? I got a tomahawk steak today.
Ooh,
A lot of
nice.
people got tomahawk steaks. They were on sale this week.
I went
I've
to
been hearing that.
I don't know if you
Sophia
guys
said
have
that too.
Fresh Time Market, but they had snow crab legs on sale for $5.99 a pound.
Nice.
So I went in there to get some of those because I'm doing sea lion with Kip.
Oh yeah.
And then I go pan over to look at the steak counter, and it says tomahawks $9.99 a pound. So I've got
Oh
a
my
2.5 pound
Or
tomahawk that's going on Big Joe on Monday,
That's
reverse here. I'm psyched. I can't wait. I'm probably going to do a video on it. Probably
Yeah,
going to
you
have to.
got
Oh yeah.
I did one tomahawk a couple like a month or two ago. It was great. But I'm not doing anything this weekend, but JT's coming over Tuesday, and he's gonna get, if my smoker holds up, he's gonna get the cherry smoked reverse seared ribeyes.
I've never had a reverse seared anything, Kerry. So that'd be my first. I've never been
Yeah.
on a homestead. There's gonna be a lot of firsts, man. I've never.
Awesome.
I'm looking to terrorize the homestead a little bit, man. Jump in the cherry picker, slide down the zip line. It's gonna be fun.
Everyone say
Yeah.
bye to JT. We might not be seeing him on Wednesday.
I will make it. Trust me, you guys. I'll sign a waiver, Kerry.
Right.
Kerry, I
You
told you my
got room
parents
for a
wanna
goat
come-
over at
my
your place,
parents want to
JT?
come and visit you in Wisconsin.
What's
They were
that?
Where are you
my
from,
parents said
Robin?
they wanted to come and see Kerry in Wisconsin.
Oh, anytime. I'd love to meet him. Anytime.
Where are you at, Robin?
Oh, I'm in Kalamazoo, Michigan.
Okay,
Not too
Michigan.
far.
You're not
About
that
3
far,
hours
girl.
away.
Okay.
Yeah, not far.
Oh,
Not
you're
far at
not.
all.
We
You're
just
about
had a
a
family.
3-hour
There's
drive from me.
carnivores and well, just people coming in from YouTube or whatever. But a carnivore family came in tonight, 4 of them, and they came from 2 hours away. They came in like an hour before the movie started. It was
Wow.
really cool. Gave him a tour. He's on his 3rd week of carnivore, and it's so fun hearing those stories because he was just so fired up. He's like, I stopped snoring. I'm like, I know. He's like, inflammation's gone. I'm like, yeah, that's gonna happen. It was so cool. It's so fired up. So
You're so deep in it now, Kerry. You're just like, yep, just
Yeah.
nonchalant about like, yeah, that happens. It's carnivore, baby.
right, yeah, you're just gonna get that. You're always gonna get something like that. No, it was cool. And every night lately, 3 or 4 people come in. Carnivore. I'm carnivore.
Nice.
I'm like, stop whispering. You can say it loud. We're not ashamed here.
Word
Yeah,
spread.
you're in a safe space here.
Yeah, we're good here.
You have to start putting up a carnivore discount.
Yeah.
Tell them,
Yeah.
prove it, man. Eat this beef jerky. Prove it.
That's right.
Because if you don't eat it, man, there's no discount.
Yeah.
Well, my
All right,
family.
guys, I'm gonna jump off. It was so nice meeting everybody. Thank you so much for having me on, Kerry. I
Bye,
appreciate
Robin.
it.
Robin,
Yeah.
I'll talk to you Wednesday,
Here,
girl.
Robin.
Robin,
Bye,
is your email in your profile on
No.
YouTube?
I will put it on there. I'll
I've
put
looked
it
for
on
it.
before I go to bed.
Okay, and mine's on mine, so you can reach out to me if you'd like, but I'll look for
Absolutely.
yours.
Awesome.
Yeah, and
Sounds
just
good.
quick shout out, Robin, Carnivorous Grandma. Everyone go check out her channel. You can see it on there by her name right there. Killing it over there. I watched your video the other day when you sous vide the steak. That was
Yeah.
awesome. That looks so
Oh,
good.
thanks. It was super good too.
Thank you, Robin. Everyone go subscribe. Check her out. She's doing a great job on YouTube.
Love
Thanks,
you.
guys.
Thanks.
Bye, Robin.
Good
Bye,
night.
Robin.
Have a great night.
Man, she's in Kalamazoo. That's only a few hours from me. Might have to do some kind of meetup or something.
Right. We got to find a central. Maybe it's Chicago. Go down to
Maybe it's
Chicago.
Nashville.
Oh,
I'm 6
Nashville
hours
would
from
be a
Nashville.
great
I'd do that.
destination getaway,
Well,
wouldn't it?
yeah, the other thing I was thinking too is when I start going around to film people, because the plan is we're doing the 24-hour live stream and then it's hitting the road to start filming people for the documentary. And if I can organize it properly, you go to one city and you do a meetup there, and then you go to the next city, you film and you do a meetup. Go to another city, film and do a meetup. So kind of hit a whole bunch of them. That'd be kind of fun.
Oh, it
yeah,
would.
you'd kill it that way, man. Get a lot
Circle,
of footage.
start going down by Ohio, pick up Adam. Start going
Yes.
down to Florida. We got Dante, Ferrigno Freedom down there. Oh, there's so many people just
Rick,
going
too.
down.
We got
towards
Rick down
Florida.
there in Florida.
But then we loop back up. We go down Texas, Arizona, California, up through Washington, and boom, we're back in Alaska at Bill's house again.
Hey,
You gotta pick
You
me
missed
up
my-
in Nashville.
Has
You missed
anyone in
Montana.
here- has anyone in here been to Alaska?
No.
No.
You guys gotta, if you ever get the opportunity, I'm so blessed that I was able to do it. If you ever get the opportunity, or you got a decision like, oh, we could go to Hawaii or go to Alaska. Do not go to Hawaii. Go to Alaska. That's the other thing with Bill that's kind of hopeful. It's amazing because you're going to get to go out into that beauty again, but then it also sucks that you're stuck in there looking out the window right now because I can't remember if I told you this or not, Bill, but we were at church the other day and I had my Alaska shirt on. Normally I dress a little bit nicer for church, but it was a big rush. But my pastor is from Alaska. So when I came out, do the little handshake at the end, I was like, huh? And he's like, oh, I said, so I was just there. And he's asked me where I was. And I said, I was by Wasilla and I was by Willow. And he said, oh, we do our big church retreat right near Wasilla every year. And then it was real quick because the whole line from everyone leaving church was behind me. I was the first one out. So everyone was like, come on, guy, move on. Enough. Stop talking. But I said to him, I was like, yeah. And then he's like, did you do anything interesting? I was like, well, when we left, we went to Hatcher's Pass. And it was one of the most beautiful places I've ever seen. And
yeah.
I'm so thankful I went there. Bill and his brothers were telling me to go there. And we were kind of beat. And it was a longer drive. So I was like, maybe we'll just skip it. But we did it. Emma and I did it. It was like it's otherworldly. I don't even know how to describe it. There's just mountains everywhere, but they got green grass on them. there's like lakes and creeks, and it looks like something out of a movie. It looked fake. It looked like it was painted. It looked like CGI. Anyways, my pastor
Bob Ross
said,
would paint Alaska all the time.
yeah.
Speaking of
Oh
painting.
yeah, love
My
Bob.
pastor said to me, Bill, he said, Hatcher's Pass, you're a crazy pastor. You wouldn't believe this, but I went hang gliding at Hatcher's Pass many years ago. I was like, what are the odds of that too? Because Alaska is huge, and he just happened to be there and in Hatcher's Pass where I just
Same
was like a week prior.
That's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm looking forward tomorrow. Tomorrow Sunday, we're going to be in there again. I'm hoping to get some more time to talk to him about it and his adventures in Hatcher's Pass, because I love talking about Alaska to anybody. That was such an adventure. I can't wait to go back.
Well, when you come back next spring, you need to go north this time to Denali.
Yeah.
As beautiful as Hatcher's was, Denali even has the over Hatcher's as far as the beauty, and you'll actually see more wildlife. Yeah, next time you got to head north.
Yeah, with you.
Next time you're going to be there too, Bill.
Oh yeah, we will both head north. 100%.
Exactly. You got to start changing that. Yep.
Right.
Oh, I get so conditioned,
Yeah, I can't wait. I can't wait to get back. I've got a whole bunch of video of Hatcher's Pass too, Bill. I'll send you some. Some of it's going to be in the documentary, but man, Emma and I had the GoPro on the car, and we had the Netflix camera out. But even the amazing Netflix camera doesn't do Alaska justice. You just can't. You got to see it with your own two eyes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Bob Ross did a lot of paintings of Alaska. That guy was obsessed. I mean, I can't blame him. It looked beautiful even from the paintings, and the videos. Like, I've never been there though.
Oh,
lots of happy little trees there.
Yeah,
happy little G's.
The other amazing thing with Alaska, JT, you can respect this because JT is so excited to come to the homestead, but Alaska, I mean, that's the ultimate homesteading state.
Homestead rescues out there.
Yeah. So, yeah, I can't wait. To go back. Huh? Well, maybe it'll be earlier. We'll see.
Yeah, and Bill, if you want more people there, man, send us. I'd love to be there when you come out of the house, my guy, just to be a part of the cheering squad, man. Call me a cheerleader, man. That's fine.
Gary, you need to get a big tour bus.
Hey,
we'll
now
Express.
You're talking, my dude.
Carnivore Caravan, I love it.
Express.
Carnivore Caravan.
There is magic in the air.
Bill, I know we joke around a lot. That's totally up to you. We can talk about that later because we don't want to put pressure on you, but we would probably end up being a couple buses at this point because I've had so many people say that to me. I was just talking to my mom the other day, and she's like, "Gee, you think Bill would mind if me and the stepdad?" And I'm like, "Oh,
no, Mom. No, bring everybody." A month ago I wouldn't have said that. I was like, no. But now, no, bring everybody, bring them all.
Big party.
Yeah, and have a big cookout, man. Right next to the water, and we can look at the stars and be around the fire. Like, doesn't that sound beautiful, Bill?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
With our tribe.
With
Yes.
Carnivore Kip, or Adam behind the smoker. Adam's giving Carnivore
buddy.
Kip a run for his money with that brisket and dino ribs.
That is one
We'll
of my
probably need two of them with all those people.
Like I told you, Kerry, I think one of Kip's smokers is bigger than my entire house. So,
I don't know how we need a caravan just to get his smoker up there.
right.
It'd be amazing.
Yeah.
Hey, Bill, when's the lights start changing and you go to like 24 hours of darkness up there?
Oh, all too soon. We don't actually get the 24 hours here. That's farther up north.
Yeah.
But in the peak darkness, like in January, February, it gets dark like at 3:30, and it doesn't get light again until about 10 a.m. the next day.
Ooh.
Yeah.
The farther north you go, you get that more and more darkness. But the trees are going to start turning color here, and it's starting to get a little chill in the air already. So
It's probably going to start snowing there pretty soon.
about 6 weeks. Me and my brothers were just talking about it. Usually mid to end of October, we get our first snow.
That's the same here.
Yeah, it's all too soon.
Yeah, summer's too short in Alaska.
Yeah.
That was the sunshine was one thing that drove me and Emma nuts too, because we're kind of a little bit off with the timing. But that one night we wanted to film, we got back from filming Bill, and we're like, we're gonna film this campfire scene cooking the steaks over. We
Such
just got
a good shot at that.
Once
that
it's dark,
campfire.
once it's dark out, we'll start filming, and we're like, man, oh man, it's not getting dark out. It took forever. It was like 10:30, 11 o'clock, midnight. Like, okay, it's finally dark enough. Now we can film the campfire scene. So,
Yeah.
Yeah.
The thing I love about the dark and that I just cannot wait is to get out by a campfire and stare at the stars. One of my all-time passions. I can look at them a little bit through my window here, but it's it's not the same as being outside.
Yeah.
Make some marshmallows, roast them.
Steaks.
The past, yeah, I used to.
Yeah,
love
both.
them.
Yeah, man.
That'll be meat on a stick.
Hey, there you go.
Meatballs. No marshmallows.
Yes,
meatballs.
meatballs.
Yeah. Well, hey guys, this has been awesome, man. Crazy. I hope. I think I got all the
super chat in there.
We gotta wrap this up. I got the movies over and they're upstairs. Oh, homesick Buckeye! Shout out to all you drunks.
Russ. Oh, you drunks! Yeah, come on, Russ. You got too many jokes over there, man.
Russ is the funniest guy ever. He's
He
gonna
is,
be on the 24-hour live stream, and I can't wait. I was telling Russ yesterday, I'm like, man, we're gonna need you. He's coming on hour 12, so
We need
there'll
him
be a
for
lot
the
of
carnivore
serious
roast.
talk with the doctors and stuff like that for 12 hours, and then Russ is gonna come on and crack some jokes for sure. Thank you, Russ. Appreciate it. $5. Every penny goes to the carnivore diet movie. I think we got all the super chats. Did I miss anything, Adam?
Nope, that's it.
Awesome.
Bill, I'm
Yeah,
glad
well,
I got to talk to you, bud.
Yeah, it's great meeting you, Bill.
Thank you guys all. I appreciate
Honored.
you all so much. Todd, I'm glad we got to talk more too. We got to have you on the channel too. Your story is amazing.
Yeah,
And
Todd's
appreciate
my
him.
dude. I love him.
yeah,
Chad,
what you were talking about with atrial fibrillation too is big because I know that's an issue for Bill. I also have an irregular heartbeat, and I'm pretty sure that it's gone back to normal on carnivore. That's what Jen tells me anyway. She was listening to her the other day, so that's crazy. I'm hoping Bill starts to see some of those results too with his heart issues.
Oh my
Dude,
goodness.
Jen is glowing. Let her know. She's got a glow like the sun, man. She looks great.
She does.
Yeah, she's doing really well on keto. Appreciate it. Yeah, she's. Well, I was gonna say she's probably not watching right now because the movie just ended, but I'll let her know. Thanks.
Yeah.
Yeah, so thank you all so much. Everyone go support these channels. We got 400 people on here. Adam, Carnivore Today, The Carnivore Cure with Todd, Graham, Carnivore Transformer. Who's Your Carnivore? Brett, some of the best names.
Brett's our carnivore. Who's your carnivore? Brett is.
Who's Your Carnivore? My Metamorphosis is Kerry.
Please
Bill,
get me up to 1,000.
1,000.
Please get me up to 1,000 people.
Yeah, get Kerry up to 1,000.
Yeah.
Everyone go
Please.
subscribe.
All you metalheads, go and subscribe.
That's right. Come on.
Come on, let's go.
JT, Poco Moonshine family, everyone subscribe. I think when we do the 24-hour live stream, we're gonna have we'll have like a web page or something with all of them on there. We throw them in the chat, they go by so quick. So
Kerry, can I get a shameless plug? I just got my
Absolutely.
shirts in Chatting with Carnivores.
nice.
Oh, cool.
You guys, I learned how to
Nice.
interview carnivores from Kerry. So that
I'm the
every-
wrong one to listen to, my friend.
Kerry has just opened the door for me to such a beautiful community. I honestly can't thank him enough. And then also too, he's got my channel doing so well. I got my own t-shirts now.
Wonderful.
I got-
Congratulations.
I got one of your hats and shirts today, but your Chatting with Carnivore shirt that I wanted was only up to 3X. I'm not quite there yet. So
Oh, okay. I wonder if I can edit this.
Two
Kerry,
more-
you on Spreadshop, can you go larger than 3X or is that the limit?
I'm not
That's
sure on
okay.
that one.
give me 4 months and I think I'll be there.
But I got to check into that because if I can do higher sizes, I'll put it on there because there's no way I want to cut anybody out. So I'm glad you brought that up. Thank you
No
though,
worries.
for the buying the shirts. Honestly,
Oh, no,
shirts are not, man, I
I
love
love
you
them.
guys. You know,
Yeah.
I'm
I
gonna
love you
I
guys.
love
too.
them.
Appreciate all of you. Thank you so much.
Thank
Bill,
you, Kerry.
next
Thank
time.
you so much. And thanks, guys. I appreciate all of you and love you.
I got the
Yeah.
knife again, Bill. Bill, you're gonna get him in
Thanks for
trouble with
watching,
his
everybody.
wife with that knife.
Oh, he already is. He already is. Believe me.
I saw that video. I said, "Ooh, Bill's in trouble."
What's more funny is I should show you the text Bill sent me yesterday with the next knife because I'm ready for 2 at this point. One is not enough. anymore. I need to
Bill,
protect
you
my
gotta get a
family.
knife
Someone
sponsor.
could sneak up from this side. Gotta be quick.
No bad. I'm sorry, Jen.
Yeah.
It's
Don't
too
worry,
late
Bill.
now,
She's
Bill.
used
You
to it.
can't walk your way back now.
She's kind of happy because I'm trading one addiction for another. Well, not really, but it's constant carnivore content. This is steering away from it a little bit with all the flicks and clicks with the knife. So
Nice.
Save
awesome.
the
Thank you
injuries
guys
for
all so
Tuesday.
much. Have a good night. Bye.
Love you
Good
guys.
night,
Bye, everybody.
everybody.
Thanks for
Hey.
watching.